Welcome guys to our eco vlog. I am Kevin Samson.
I'm Ryan Paul Aquino.
I am Lawrence Antazo.
I'm Atty Napoles-Rebosura.
And we're those students from MLQU.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about something very important, environmental law. Definitely, it has something to do with our planet. And as my environmental law professor, Atty. Bueta would say, environmental law pertains to land, air, and water. It is about how we take care of our planet Earth. And as we all know, we have only one planet, and there is no such thing as planet B. So why do we need to take care of our planet? Basically, this is our home. It gives us everything we need to live. The air, water, food, shelter, and so much more. It is also so many beautiful things like the mountains, oceans, forests, animals, and plants. And we share our planet with millions or billions of other living things, and we are all connected in a big web of life. Some of the rules to take care of the environment are quite simple and easy to follow. For example, turn off the lights when we leave a room so we don't waste electricity. Or use a reusable water bottle so we don't throw away plastic. Or walk or ride a bike instead of driving a car so we don't make too much smoke. Or pick up our trash and put it in the right bin so we don't make our surroundings dirty. And be kind to animals and plants so they don't get hurt or die because of us. But sometimes, we humans do things that can harm our planet and the living things on it. For example, we use too much water or electricity. We cut down too many trees and we throw away too much garbage. Or we pollute the air and water. These things can make our planet sick and unhappy. And they can also affect our health and happiness. These rules, though simple, are very important. Sometimes we disagree or argue about them. Sometimes we break them or ignore them. That's why we need to help and remind each other to follow the rules. We need to be responsible citizens. Remember, environmental law is not just for grown-ups. It is for everyone, including you and me. All of us have a role to play in taking care of our planet and making it a better place for ourselves and the future generations.
We must also ask, why is environmental law important to the study of law? Well, one way to explain it is to imagine the environment as our best friend, and it is in a lot of trouble. Of course, in its time of need, as a friend, we'd like to help in the best way we can. We'd like to make our friend happy. We'd like to protect it. If within our power, we would, of course, want to solve the problems plaguing it. This is why environmental law is important, because it allows us to figure out the best way to safeguard our environment, especially now when it is in a lot of trouble, such as global warming, accelerated extinction, and pollution. It is also important because in the same way there is a need to define in law the relationship between the individual and the state through the Constitution, the relationship between individuals through persons and family relations law, and obligations and contracts law, it is equally important to define the relationship between the individual and the state on the one hand and the environment on the other in order to better conserve the earth. The formulation of regulations has become imperative not only to address how we currently exploit the environment, but also to secure resources for future generations. Beyond utility, there is also a growing recognition of the environment's intrinsic worth, deserving of justice in its own right. Through environmental law, we may yet discern that it is incumbent upon states, upon us, to regulate, manage, and control our actions that could significantly impact the environment. Through it, we must realize that preserving it is not just for the present Filipinos, but also for those generations yet unborn.
Hello everyone, today we're going to discuss more about environmental law. And you know what? Environmental law is founded in the mandate of the Philippines Constitution. It can be found under Section 16 of Article 2, which states that the state shall protect and advance the right of the people to a balanced and healthful ecology, in accord with the rhythm and harmony of the nature. It's so complex to understand, right? But how can we explain this to our children in our own simplest way? Well, I could do this way. Imagine the world is a big, beautiful garden with lots of fruits, lots of plants, lots of animals, and people around it. Now, the government wants us to make sure that this garden stays healthy and balanced, just like how we take care of our own garden. And you know what? Our country has this rule book, and that rule book is what we call the Constitution. It says that the government promised to take care of our environment, just like how we take care of our own garden at home. God made our world like a beautiful garden with plants, animals, and people in perfect harmony. The government wants to keep it this way. So, they made this special rule under Section 16 of Article 2. It's just like a reminder to be a good friends with our Mother Nature. It's just like how God wants us to do. So, let's keep planting trees, keep the air, the water, and our environment clean, and make sure that our animals have a safe place to live in. And it's just like saying that let's keep the world happy and healthy for everyone us to enjoy. Isn't it awesome?
Quezon City is a leading city regarding environmental protection and preservation. It has implemented landmark ordinances for the environment, such as the plastic ban, which is an ordinance that prohibits the distribution of single-use plastic in dining-in customers, in restaurants and hotels. We also have the Green Building Ordinance, and we also have the creation of the Climate Change and Environmental Sustainability Department that is dedicated in initiating climate change mitigation and adaptation and environmental sustainability. Aside from that, we also have programs such as the solarization of 50 public schools and 3 city-owned hospitals, the creation of protected bike lanes and the renovation of public parks, as well as the initiation of the Trash to Cashback program that trades recyclables into environmental points that could be exchanged for basic commodities and for paying off bills. Many of these programs address current environmental issues such as floodings, air pollution, and lack of green spaces, which are efforts already being pursued by the Philippines through the treaties we signed. These programs reflect the city's adherence to the principles of sustainable development. These programs ensure that Quezon City is able to enjoy its natural resources without compromising the needs of our future generations. It also shows that our leaders, both local and national, are able to discern wisely on how to preserve and utilize our resources equitably. And it ensures that our use of resources are integrated in our national and local economy and development. But what do the average Quezon City citizen know about this? Let's find out. Hey guys, andito pa rin kami sa aming eco-friendly vlog. Kasama namin si Kuya Joe ng Kami-Meshi para ipaliwanag sa atin ang compliance ng Kami-Meshi sa mga requirements ng Quezon City tungkol sa kanilang mga environmental ordinances. So, andito po ulit kami. Kat, Ryan, Kevin. So, Kuya Joe, no? Paano ba kayo nakakain ko dito? Nakita namin yung mga kopyatos ninyo. Paano ba kayo nagko-comply sa mga ordinansa ng Quezon City tungkol sa mga single-use plastic, sa plastic ban?
Normally sa 1 year ago, bago kami nasita po bago kami pinisita po ng Quezon City Government, regarding po sa paggamit na ng plastic. First na visit nila, winaringan po kami. Regarding natin po, syempre, bilang pagsunod po sa government natin, para bilang eco-friendly na rin po, sumunod po kami. Usually, paggamit din po ng wood chopstick, kinumply din po namin dahil sabi nga po ng DNR, hindi din po reusable yun. Yun din po ang cause kaya kung bakit naano na yung mga puno natin. Dahil din po yun. Kaya napapansin niyo po na stainless sterilize, ano naman po yan yung
Chopstick.
tulad din po yung paper bag na walang hindi na mahawakan. Yung ginagano masunod, ginagano masunod. Inaano na rin po namin ng eco bag, kinaugalian na rin po namin, at ganoon din po yung paggamit ng paper straw.
Bawal na rin.
Bawal na rin po namin.
Talagang walang straw.
Strawless na po tayo.
Kailan pa kayo nagsimula na ganit na, kumbaga, di ba yung sinabi yung binisita kayo?
Yes, sir.
Kailan pa nagsimula yung pagiging compliant ninyo sa mga bagay na ito?
Pagkakatanda ko sir, since noong September, yung talagang nag-comply po kami na talagang sinubuyoso po namin. Pagiging eco-friendly na rin po natin at saka yung pag-aano sa pag-aalaga sa ating kalikasan. Kaya mapapansin niyo po sir, wala na kami din straw, tapos yung eco-mas yung ginagawa ko.
Tapos pagka take out, wala nang mga style. Ano yung ginagamit?
Ano sila? Microwavable po.
Microwavable.
Para reusable.
Para reusable din. Tapos ito.
Ano yung reaction ng mga customer niyo nung una tong nangyari? Ay, walang straw, walang chopstick na kahoy.
Sa una po talaga, mahirap i-ano sa customer din eh. Kasi may iba-iba din po yung pananaw ng customer. Kinukumpara kami sa iba. Kaso nga lang, syempre po, as a government establishment po, kailangan po talaga natin sumunod at i-aware din po sa ibang tao na ganun po ang dapat.
Tama. Yung ito lang naisip ko lang, syempre, medyo less na yung basura dyan, wala na yung mga chopstick, wala na yung mga plastic. Paano yung management ng sanitation, yung mga basura?
Meron po tayo ngayon yung hard dose po at so na tinatawag. Lahat po yan naka-segregate, lahat po ng mga tulad ng LED, mga fluorescent, mga electrical, mga battery, kailangan po may kanyang properly na disposable siya. At yung waste management, waste po namin, food waste namin, may naka-separate din po.
Iwalay talaga ang mga basura.
Iwalay talaga yung sa mga dry, food, lahat po ng mga contaminated na
sa kitchen, no?
tapos sa kitchen.
Yung collection ng garbage, pagka nabubulok, ibang araw. Pagka nabubulok.
Meron, sabay-sabay lang.
Or sabay-sabay.
Dito, may tapunan po kami ng mga dry dito. Kaya, ang ginawa ko dito sa, like ng Quezon City Memorial Silke, lahat po ng food establishment po rito, may kanya-kanya kaming coding ng basura.
Kuya Joe, sa tingin mo, bakit kailangan importante ang pagsunod sa mga patakaran na ito?
Para sa akin lang po, ito po yung pananaw ko. Parang mas tumataas ng tubig kaysa sa lupa. Yun.
Tama.
Kasi pag palagay natin sa ibang lugar, ayaw mo kontinuilan lang, bumabahala. Kasi, kumbaga yung kasabay na basura mo, na tinapon mo, babalik sa'yo. Ibig sabihin, kaya nga po yung pagsisigligin natin ng mga natutunaw, na may chemical, yung para in case na yung mga tulad ng food waste, mga pwede nating ma-recycle, makatulong pa po sa future.
Okay. Kuya Joe, baka may message ko sa mga hindi sumusunod.
Dito po sa store talaga namin, kino-comply po namin yung mga At sinisikan po namin na 100% na distribute po yung gustong mangyari ng ating government para po sa kalikasan at magiging anak po natin na susunod.
Future generations.
Hindi lahat ng yung mga sila lang, yung mga normal na ginagawa, sila yung tama, hindi nila alam yung mga katulad nila na sumusunod lang sa ordinansa ng QC.
At saka para sa
Hindi yung,
kapakanan din po.
hindi yung paghihigpit para sa mga consumer or in favor sa management. Hindi pagsunod sa batas na meron tayo para sa environment na ini-implement ng QC.
Para sa magiging mga anak
Susunod na generasyon. At maraming salamat po. Muli, ito po si Kuya Joe. Thank you for listening to our Echo Vlog. Again, I'm Kevin Samson.
I'm Ryan Aquino.
I'm Lawrence Antazo.
And I'm Atty.
Bye!
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya.
Thank you guys for listening. Until next time, stay green, Quezon City!